Hey guys, welcome back to the Smitty and Dee show. Of course, I am Toni Dee. And in the studio, guys, we've got a funny guy. I mean, like really, really funny. You guys may have seen him in Just for Laughs, New Faces in Montreal. Also, Fox Laughs. But you will eventually see him because he's going to go viral. I promise you. No, we're not going to do that. He's going to go viral. I promise you guys. Yeah. Welcome to the studio, guys. Wellington Ojukwu. Hello, friend.
Thank you,
What's going
Toni.
on?
How are you?
I'm good. Uh-oh. Was that your regular voice? What did you get? What you give me? Hello, Toni.
That's it right there.
That's it?
All this yelling I've been doing all the whole weekend.
So, my brother.
People go straight to their acting voice.
You know, we be practicing amongst ourselves.
That's
so
hilarious.
you are American and you're Nigerian.
Yes.
And you grew up in Arkansas.
Yes.
What in the world? What was that like?
It's probably the fastest place my father could get to. New York was booked up. LA was booked up.
And he was like,
I said, now we trying to increase the population in Arkansas.
wow.
So-
They have black people in Arkansas? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know, black folks is a hot commodity around the world.
Everywhere? Arkansas?
We out here.
Okay. You got sisters?
That's where the young girl in Central High School was being escorted to when they had it segregated. At the Central, when they had the military escort her into the high school, and the white folks didn't want her there.
Yeah.
It's Central High School. That's
That
where
was
she made
you?
history.
That was y'all?
Yeah, that was Arkansas. Young. My hands out to
I got you.
young black
So
folks.
you got family? Brothers, sisters?
Yes, it's 6 of us.
What?
Same mother, same father. We pray somebody will run away. Please. It's too many of us. I'm tired of taking baths 3 at a time to conserve water.
Did y'all really have to do that? Because we had to do that too.
We all in the bath.
but-
Don't drop the soap.
But for how
Who
long?
gonna get it?
Who gonna get it? But for how long? Was it like till you were 6 or 10?
I can't remember. All I know is I just, every night we got to do this. Daddy, getting.
Every night. So, jollof rice versus collard greens. Speak about it.
I think that's a wonderful marriage of 2 great dishes.
Do they taste similar though? Because I feel like they taste a little
No,
similar.
well, no,
I think not jollof. Egusi soup.
Egusi?
Egusi.
Oh,
Yeah.
egusi soup is so beautiful. It's good.
And collard greens.
It's like grounded pumpkin seeds with a mesh of probably 48 different ingredients, spices. Because Nigerians, it take about 4 hours, 5 hours to finish that dish. But when it's done, they're going to milk it.
Okay.
Next day, tomorrow's left over, they're going to put some water in it and cook it again.
Oh, wow.
Next day, put some more water in it, cook it then.
You know, I grew up in my family, we used to eat their collard greens with cornbread and they would mush it with their hands.
Okay, I've
Isn't
seen
that crazy?
My grandmother would do that.
Yeah, my aunts, my grandmother, my mom. I'm like, forks? We have them.
Do you still do it?
No.
You didn't want to carry on the tradition?
No, I thought, nah. I knew where their hands been. I was like, no, thank you. I would
Where
not.
their hands been?
I don't know. Not where they need to be. You know, you pick up stuff everywhere you go. So I just always thought it was kind of like.
Now, I would see my uncle do that.
Really?
Right after he pulled the motor out of a 1968 Cutlass Supreme. I think it added more flavor.
All right, African Americans versus Africans. What's the difference? You grew up on both sides. What's the major differences, and what are some of the things that are the same?
I think we just have cultural differences because of our environments. It just depends on where you're at economically and how you go about surviving or thriving, whichever one. So I didn't really know. I mean, African Americans had their own language. Nigerians had their own language.
What about in your home? How did that work? You got a black mom and an African father. I mean, you're both black, but
No. You're right. I mean, my mother, anytime she would get ready to discipline us, she didn't really discipline us because he would do all the discipline. She was more like the referee.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. He did. He's good. He didn't have enough. Get on up. I'm going about his business. So Mama would always warn us before that. Now, I know your grades ain't doing too well. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is how you gonna have to approach your daddy. So she would always give us.
She's coaching you too?
Yeah, she would coach us.
Referee and the coach?
Referee and the coach. All right, that's the last belt. That's it. Let him go, Ojukwu. He had enough.
Did your dad make your mom cook, African dishes?
Oh, the whole family loved it.
Really?
Like my mother's side of the family, my aunts, my uncles, all they be bringing bowls over, taking some with us. Your daddy cooking that African food again? What's up? They come over. What's your daddy up? You got that goat out? My family loved it. Such a blend. My daddy he would cook. Both of them would share cooking duties because he just loved to cook. He have a whole big pot. There's 6 of us.
Wow.
Yeah. They share that responsibility.
So to you, the marriage of the two cultures, I mean, is it really that different?
It is. It is, because it is like with the men, the men are, they don't want to share the responsibility as far as taking care of finances. They want you to just stay home with the kids, raise the kids, that type of deal.
Is that what happened to your mom?
Yeah, I mean, she was home with us most times, but then she also had a degree. She was a nurse.
Oh wow!
So she got out there working too. So
yeah, you were dope. You're dope. And then you became a comedian, or as Africans like to call it, a clown.
My father is one of the Nigerians that didn't really necessarily care as long as I was working. That's all that mattered to him. That's like the balance of having an American parent, because it really was just, are my kids self-sufficient? Can they take care of themselves? And that's how they want it. Now, I called my mama, Mom, I'm over here doing a show. I heard that. Same thing she told me when I bring my, Mama, I done brought my Olays. I heard that. Good job.
I heard that.
But she put the cover on the body. I'm about to go to sleep so I can work to provide.
Where's she from?
Mama from Arkansas.
Okay. So she's from Arkansas too. All right. So you got into comedy. What was that like? Any janky promoters out there?
Oh man, you gotta dodge them. They out there. I done been short. I was recently just short of $50 at a show.
50.
Yeah, $50. Like, man, I'm supposed to I don't mind sharing this, because when you at home, like as comedians, when we're in town, we don't mind taking on extra gigs, just because you need time. Time helps you to grow. Time helps you expand on material. Time helps you develop layers. So I'm supposed to get 300. They give me 250. Something about I didn't promote a flyer, but I'm like, I gave y'all pictures to put me on the flyer. Y'all ain't send them to me, so I was just waiting for y'all. I ain't had no problem with promoting it, but yeah.
What's the most you've ever been paid as a comedian? Can you tell me that?
$3,500.
$3,500 for what kind of set?
$3,500. It was just 60 minutes.
Wow.
30 minutes in the afternoon, and 30. But people get paid more than that too.
Yeah. What's the longest set you've ever done?
I mean, Facebook has paid me more than anything.
Amen to Meda. Thank you.
In 1 month, so.
Yeah. But what's the longest that you've ever done?
60 minutes clean. 60 minutes clean is like 2 hours in regular time.
Wow. That's deep. How easy is it for comedians to steal other comedians' material?
Super easy.
I mean, do you do it by accident though?
I mean, if you don't work on material that's close to your experiences, then it's easy to pick up somebody else's stuff. I mean, if you don't work on your material that's close to you, you can catch yourself saying something that everybody else is, that somebody else might be using.
Have your jokes ever been stolen? Or like you saw?
I wouldn't know, because when I sit here and tell you, even if it has, I work so close to my material, and I speak on what I've experienced. Even when I was in the Navy, I speak on being in the Navy. I speak on being in the military, being a cook. A lot of stuff that I speak on is what I've done, what I've experienced, and my personal perspective. And I try to go beyond surface level.
Where do you want this to go? Where do you hope to go?
Oh man, I'm trying to tour the world.
Hey,
as a stand-up comedian, selling out everywhere.
Hey,
selling out all these shows.
We'll call it. Yeah, we'll definitely call it.
Appreciate that.
In everybody's name.
Cause I'm trying to sell all these shows. I'm trying to. Because I don't really care to act like that. I mean, I do it in my set. I do a lot of acting, but I don't care to act. I don't care to be in movies like that. But I care enough to do something that will bring more people to me. That's the reason we get it. But outside of that, I just want to do stand up, perform everywhere, sell the 3 scripts I have, make series out of them, and leave behind the legacy of my stories.
I love it. Are you single?
Yes.
Uh-oh. What's this experience been like dating in Atlanta or just dating in general?
Dating in
Are
general,
you on apps?
Yes, I'm on apps. That is dating. Dating apps is menu for partners. That's what dating apps is. It's a menu for partners where you can just swipe and see who got the right ingredients or see who's the right dish. It's fun. It's not bad. I mean, when I have the time to do it, I'll do it, but I don't really have that kind of time right now. So it's got to fall in my lap. It's almost like I have to have already had some type of rapport with you in order for us to even go that route. But
got it.
Yeah, for the most part.
Got it. So have you ever dated any undesirables out here on these dating apps?
I haven't.
And what's your version of undesirables?
My version of undesirables are people who are just haven't matured, don't take any type of accountability for themselves, so it doesn't contribute to their growth as an individual. People who don't take care of themselves physically. That's it. I mean, spiritually, physically, mentally. Like, you have to be healed. You have to be healed from the issues. If y'all had a relationship problem and you broke up with somebody, where do you stand in that? What did you contribute to the breakup, if you did, That's it. Be accountable. Like most of the people that's online and they give out dating relationship advice. The new Steve Harveys of the world.
That part.
You got to make sure if you want to date, make sure you send a Cash App deposit to put down on your first date. Don't you call no woman unless you got the money to deposit. Put a deposit down on. If she got a babysitter, make sure you pay for the baby. Y'all doing too much.
Oh my God.
Y'all don't want to be out here, really, really.
That's crazy. Was that your Steve Harvey voice?
Steve Harvey talking porn volume. You turn it all the way down to 1 and you can still hear me. Listen here, Marjorie. I used to tell Marjorie all the time. I be trying to tell y'all, let me tell you something. If I'm a shop for seafood at the seafood market, it better be real fish. Hello. Then he look off into the distance and let you come up with whatever you got to say. He don't turn back around until you say something, but he'll lock eyes with you.
I've met him. I've worked on the show.
Steve.
I know you're right.
Steve, I love Steve. Steve is a go-getter. That man got 100 jobs. I'm surprised he ain't in here working.
Right.
Steve.
Running the camera, right?
Steve,
he's got a machine, though. He's really smart. He hired the right people for the team. And it's a machine, and he just drops an idea in and spew it out. And he's really that good. Yeah. I mean, it took some time. But it's the team, really, not necessarily just the talent. It's that, too.
Absolutely.
The team is really important.
Absolutely.
So, when it comes to dating, men dating multiple women, what's your thoughts on that?
Men got to date multiple women.
Why?
Because we dating from scratch. It's easy for women to get men. Like, you have them lined up. You choosing. With us, we're investing. So it's almost like how people want to have residual income. You got to have multiple women just in case one fall off. I'm not saying you are intimate with all these women.
Oh, okay.
What I am saying is you're keeping your options open. I would encourage women to do the same thing because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You don't have to be intimate with them, but just gauge to see who might reveal them true selves within a matter of time. And with men is more. We have to engage. We have to initiate the conversation. We have to spend money. So you don't just want to put all your eggs in one basket. Now, that only one woman that you was talking to is gone. She been letting you feed her, so Quantavious can blow her back out. Now you just been giving her strength to burn calories.
What the fuck? Why his name gotta be Quantavious? Wait, why do I know a Quantavious? It's my daughter's age, but yeah. I know a Quantavious. I know a few of them. I swear to God I do. So you've dated. What does marriage look like? Would you marry an African or would you marry a regular old black person?
Why you say it like that? Regular.
Regular.
I don't believe in regular folks. I believe they, but I'll marry whoever love me. You gotta love me first. So it don't, if you love me, then we good. I don't want to marry somebody who don't like me.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the person I don't want. The person be like, you had like 80-something thousand followers, and I thought you was gonna just be spectacular, but it done wore off. The mystique done wore off. So
The mystique wore off.
I don't want that person.
Yeah. Well, you grew up in both an African American and African home. Kind of settle the conflict. Like, what's the deal between Africans versus African Americans? Is it really a conflict?
It's a conflict. The conflict between Africans and Black Americans is the same thing. It's the same conflict that we have when we just have misunderstandings. We don't understand the culture, right? So what I know when I was in Nigeria, we would always see like American movies, Black American movies that they sent out was Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, just a lot of the black stuff that got promoted over there. And then you mix it with the rap as well. So we was always hearing a lot of the bad stuff. Don't get me wrong, we still had the Lauryn Hills and all that to represent. So their idea of what Black Americans are was the gang and the violence. So they were always talking about, we don't want y'all to be associated with that. Stay away from the gangs. Stay away from the same people the Black Americans be telling their kids to stay away from. Don't get involved with the gangs. Don't get involved with that. There's Africans that love Black Americans. That's who we do business with. You go over to Africa, man, they buying the tickets, buying the T-shirts, celebrating everything. And I think the Black Americans who don't like Africans are probably the same ones that don't necessarily, that are like the Candace Owens. So there's Africans that have Candace Owens in their communities. Just like in America, we have our Candace Owens. People who just don't want to see us, who always want to see us fighting each other. I always want to see the divide.
Yeah.
So what it boils down to ultimately is if you love, working with good people, that's it. Just work with good people. Because there's always going to be a Candace Owens in every community you go, in every Black diaspora, it is always a Black person who can't wait to grovel at white people's feet, who can't wait to kneel, bow, kiss their toes, kiss their hands, don't want to hold them accountable. Y'all stop blaming racism for everything. It ain't everything. Those people will always exist in every diaspora. So there's Black Americans who love Africans. There's Africans that love Black Americans. Find those people you want to work with and keep pushing forward. Gotcha. Because the rest of them is going to be peanut chatter in the background.
So, on to another controversy or conflict. Jollof rice. Who has the best rice? Because I know who I think.
I think they all have, I'll be so politically correct with this, but I don't even try to be politically correct. Everybody's jollof rice tastes different.
It does.
It's just, it offers.
Which one do you prefer? Because I guess you Nigerian.
I tend to get Nigerian jollof rice. I tend to,
I had an assistant who was from Ghana, and that jollof rice, I'm still trying to figure out how she made it. And it's not like Nigerian jollof rice. It was so good.
Now, where did you get your Nigerian jollof rice from?
Probably from one of the restaurants around here. Okay. Yeah, so that might be it. He gave me that look.
Don't get me wrong. I'm going to tell you who has some of the best jollof rice
Is it
at a
Ice
restaurant.
Or...
Look at that. Ice Cafe. I like Ice Cafe jollof rice.
Yeah.
They do.
They need to sponsor this.
But you know what's crazy? It's Ghanaian owned.
Really?
It's Ghanaian owned.
Wow.
Yeah. They pulled the wool over my eyes, too. I said,
this
is some good Nigerian jollof rice. We are Ghanaian. Well, but they make it both styles because they'll call you on the phone and ask you, do you want Nigerian jollof rice or you want Ghanaian style? I'm like, Nigerian, give me Nigerian.
What's the difference?
And you hear them suck their teeth. Look at this guy. What? Excuse me? What y'all say? Don't worry, sir. Your rice will be ready in 30 minutes. Calm down. We got you. He wants Nigerian. Who is he? What's his name? Excuse me, sir. What is your name? What's it? Whoa. It's Ojukwu. Yes, I thought so. But yes, your rice will be ready.
What's the difference between those two accents, though? Ghana.
You know what? It boils down to because they're soft-spoken Nigerians. How are you, sir? We will help you with anything you need. And you got the deep voice Africans. What is it that you want here today? We are always having to deal with your attitude. They like to pronounce every syllable.
Yes.
The realization upon a colony that the colonizers have brought upon us It is the reason we are here making you the best jollof rice ever. I'm like, where that come from? I know this is about to go. So they sound deep in everything they say. The ingredients you use for the tomato soup, the sauce, the rescue rangers. Where's this going? It does not matter.
I love it. I love it.
They have the best proverbs too.
Yeah, what's the proverb?
My daddy be coming up with all kinds of proverbs. He told us one proverb. He said, listen here, if you walk a mile in my shoes, you have stolen them, and I will call the police on you. So, what is the lesson there? Never try to walk in another man's footsteps.
Oop.
I said, that was kind of deep, Daddy.
That was kind of deep.
That was kind of deep, Daddy. You got it. And then he would fade off into the black.
What part of Wakanda was true? And where was Nigeria at in there? How come they didn't send those?
You say what part was true, man?
How come Nigeria wasn't in there sending those I'm a Prince emails?
That's funny. That's funny. The Black Panther, they ain't got time for that. And they said, we don't have time for emails unless you send in vibranium. You can be an investor in vibranium. Damn. The Nigerians, they want none of them folks over there. They seen enough colonization.
Colonizer.
They popular. That's crazy how that phrase became super popular from that movie.
Yeah. Colonizer. I use it all the time. I call my daughter a colonizer too.
That's hilarious. What, your daughter mix?
Yeah. I really do. Sorry.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Okay, going back to dating though. All right. So this is deep. Do you think that people date who they want, or do they date the fill-ins until they find what they want? What you think?
It's a lot of people dating with feelings. Yeah. Because here's what it is. As long as you're inexperienced and you're underdeveloped, what you're dating now may not be what you would have dated when you're older. And a lot of people realize that while they're in relationships. And that's where they fall. That's when they break apart. But she won't see her. Some women might not leave until she meets that right one while she with you. And then some men may not leave till he meets the right one while he with you. But that's the risk you take when you date young. Because they're inexperienced. You're still dating someone that made choices as a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
They're not going to make them same choices as a 30-year-old.
That's true.
So it's a tricky game to date young. I always tell people, just go live first. That would be my advice to anybody young. Go live. Go get some experience. And watch as you grow, you start to pick up on people's inefficiencies early on. You start to have better discernment and knowing who is worth your time and who's not worth your time. Who actually invests in you versus the idea of you.
Ooh, the idea.
Because it's all ideas. Anytime you start posting your relationship online back to back to back, then you are posting an idea. Because your relationship is the most important thing to you, not us. You want us to buy into something. And the more effort you put into it, putting it online, the more I see you don't believe what you selling. Because it ain't got nothing to do with us. Your relationship is sacred. You don't want everybody's energy in your relationship. That's something y'all building. We don't want to be in your bedroom. That's why you see everybody's relationship fall apart. You know, I hate to say it about the series Black Love, but which don't get me wrong, I think it was great to have it on there. But you share so much of yourself and it starts to go out and it's
like 95 of those couples.
Invest in
95% of those couples are.
Invest in y'all privacy. Your privacy is everything. Y'all privacy is everything. It doesn't matter. The moment you start trying to figure out how y'all look to everybody else, it's the moment it starts to fall apart. Because those are the last people you should care about. They don't pay y'all bills. They don't deal with you when you sick. If you shouldn't want to be with anybody you wouldn't trust to be your emergency contact. If you can't look at that person right there for surety and say to yourself, I know 100% that this person is worth being my emergency contact, then you're done. Y'all done. Because you don't trust leaving them with your secrets. You don't trust leaving them with your life. You don't trust leaving them with nothing.
You're speaking. Go on, preacher. Keep
Hallelujah.
on. Keep on preaching.
He's worthy.
Did you ever date or come across the profile of anyone who was trans?
Yeah, you don't see that till you reach the bottom of the profile. You see a strong jawline, but you don't want to judge. You might see a 5 o'clock shadow, but guess what? You don't want to judge. Because what they call it, the POS, PCS, women to be dealing with.
That is true.
Yeah, so you don't want to judge. And you start scrolling down a little bit, and you see they got their uncle's ankles and hands. And you like, you know what? I think I'm not going to take no risk. And then you see that fine print. Also, I'm trans. No.
Oh.
Why you ain't put that in bold like y'all do on y'all Instagram and Facebook and everything else? Y'all be waving the whole flag. Now, come to your dating profile. It's missing. It's missing. You got a bulge in your skirt.
Do you think that some of the trans folks in Atlanta are really giving women a run for their money?
No.
Why do you say that?
They're not giving no woman else.
So you can tell the difference still. With all the modern technology and plastic surgery, you can still tell the difference?
You know what it is? You know what's interesting? I tend to stay away from anybody who's had a lot of work done. Just so I won't even
question it.
Yeah. If I have to question what I'm looking at,
Wow.
I stay away from it.
Wow.
I don't want no parts of it. It's got to be organic.
Are you a BBL kind of guy?
I mean, if it actually looks real, then yeah, that's perfectly fine. But when it starts to look unproportionate.
Have you ever seen a real good-looking BBL? Because I have never. They always look a little odd.
I guess it depends on what they get in, what's done to it, because some of them have done well. Okay. But the thing is, you have to get it maintenance. Yeah. Now, some of them be having, some of them look like they've been stuffed with chitlins and grinded moose knuckles, beef broth, and all kinds of things that shouldn't even be in your backside. One side higher than the other. It's lopsided. When you switch, I can see your spinal. So it's a lot of things to be done that shouldn't be done, but I'm like, hey man, do you. If that's what you like, that's what you. But I'm going with my first mind, which is go for organic. Go for someone who has not been tampered with and who ain't been who ain't got to do high maintenance like AutoZone. They going to the doctor, all you hear hey doc, she almost done. Give me one more second. I gotta go ahead and check up underneath the hood. Girl, hey, you want the chitlin special broth? The Chilean diet, Guatemalan guava stuffed backside?
What?
Be all kinds of things in there. Loose change in their ass.
What the hell?
It's like a Crown Royal bag, the big size, Costco size, just stuffed with all kinds of lit cigarettes.
Do you think though that's because the hip hop culture?
I think it's women competing with women at this point. Because men have said everything they can, but I don't think it's ever been about men. Yes, men like big butts. Hip hop loves, there's a song about it. I like big butts and I cannot lie. But nowhere in that song did he say, go to Dr. Miami and get your thighs, your breasts, your eyes.
Right.
There's nowhere in that. So I think at this point it's just women competing with each other. Wow. And people always say, well, these the girls that be getting all the men. No, they get cheated on. They get men that's gonna cheat on them. They find men that want to play with them, and then toss them to the side. There's no real love because they don't even know who you are. You so busy working on the outside, you forget that it's what's on the inside that really matters. I mean, as cliche as it sounds, it really is. If you're a beautiful person, my God, there's comfort in having a conversation with somebody and looking past beyond what they look like physically. Because we got to get old. Do I like being around you? Can we have conversations that exist outside of just, what we're told to talk about? The bedroom is only a very small portion of our lives.
Very true.
We live outside of that.
Yeah.
So they're getting all that work done, and don't nobody want to be constantly taking you back to the doctor to get your left cheek done fall out and drooped off. She bounced too hard. You see all the women that was on the plane coming back? They got to sit up in the seats. They got their ass facing the passenger in the other seat. They scared. Please don't pass gas, ma'am. Please don't pass gas, ma'am. Why is this boy begging you not to pass gas?
I can't.
You spread up like you ready for a proctologist to come in.
Oh my God.
2 fingers or one? Which Mary Lou?
Okay, but for real, do you think that guys are interested in the physical mostly, only? Like, what's that about?
No. You see couples together that look so mismatched, but they really enjoy each other's company. Men tend to not necessarily. I mean, yes, if a man wants to play with you, if he wants to show you off to people, then he cares about your look. That's normally a man who's getting lots of money, and then he wants to take you around. He wants to be the guy that shows up in the room and everybody's attention. That's all surface level, and that life will continue to exist on long when we're gone. But between a real individual who goes to work and just wants to take care of their family and wants to share life with their family experiences, wants their kids to be raised right, want their household to be with someone that they can trust, someone they can depend on, someone that won't jeopardize their life as he won't jeopardize your health. Yeah, they don't care. That goes beyond looks. It really does. To the developed mind, it goes beyond looks.
I love it. Well, Wellington, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Yeah. For random questions. Bah, 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 bah. Listen, this is. Where's the. We need better. We need to do better. This is not. It's off pitch. It's off pitch. Okay. Hip hop. Ratchets. How do you feel about it?
They promoting a lot more garbage now. I'm done with murder melodies, genocide jingles, and syphilis symphonies. It's tiresome. It is exhausting to see this much remedial rap on the airwaves. Like, ain't nobody grew past their vagina or how many women they getting. Y'all, it's always about what y'all do in the bedroom and how you slaying them and taking somebody else's woman. And it's exhausting. There's no intellect. There's at least an ounce of thought put into it. Everybody's song sound the same. We be coming through the house, catch your woman and your spouse, bang your head upside the couch. Now look at you, all out, brains blown to the space. You don't want to catch a case. Head it. Is everybody saying the same thing?
I mean, that was a bop.
That was a bop.
That was a bop.
That was a bop.
That was a bop. I was.
But there's no art to it.
Yeah.
The ones that they're promoting, all we keep seeing is garbage. So what it's doing is that's the imagery they project about us throughout the whole world, global. Nobody else is doing that in their community. Nobody. And I'm not saying that those communities are better than us, but why don't we get to promote the ones that are intelligent? Because we have a lot of intelligent women in rap, and it's a lot of different styles. This is the one style that's being promoted.
Yeah.
Y'all can have y'all ratchet, but where's the other? Sexy Red is one. She just came out. She made a song that went viral. And she is being put on like the coming of Jesus. Like, she is the Messiah for the hood.
Now, who's that?
She's got a song called Booty Hole Brown, My Cooter Monkey Pink. I said, is this how kids are learning colors? What happened to Apple Red? That was insane to me. And it blew up. Now, it blowing up, I can see that. But the promotion of it. Yeah. Now she on tour with Drake. That spot could have been reserved for somebody who actually, is rapping about something of substance. Wow. We got enough of them. We got the Sukis out there. They like to eat ass. There's a whole song. The proud booty gobblers. They call them booty butt goblins.
Are you serious?
I ain't never seen women. Now, don't get me wrong, for a lot of young kids, this is probably great.
Yeah.
Men she's promoting it. Yeah. Gobble my butt. Please. Yeah. Butt play. Yeah. So they happy. These hoes is with it. Yeah. Look at us. We've been waiting for this. These women are, she out here teaching.
Volunteering.
Look at that. Look at they more up and up. But I'm like, there's so much more to our community, so much more music that we have to offer. Why is this one being promoted? That shows you how little of ownership we have over our own music. Because ain't no way that would have made it to 106 in Park.
For real.
That would have been on Uncut. They got Uncut for that. We'll come on.
Yeah, I remember Uncut.
2 a.m. in the morning, and then the pastor come on. God said holy water. And he started selling holy water. So yeah, but that wouldn't. But they are promoting it like it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Do Terrence Howard.
often tell people that that's how everybody sound when they get in a mode where they scared and their voice starts shivering and they start talking. I said it. Let me tell you this. My ex almost got me she had me booked for a fight at the AMC Theater. And a lot of people don't know that. It was for Spider-Man. I was going to see Spider-Man. It was 4:30, Spider-Man. And she was talking about, hey, my husband don't play that shit. I was like, I mean, my man don't play that shit. Mm-hmm. I said, dang, that's crazy. who is that? Let me get 4 more squirts of butter, please. Then I heard he was trained in the military. I'm like, bitch, I was a cook in the military. What are you talking about? I put gravy on biscuits. I was trained with Ginsu knives, stuff that I'm still paying $19.99. 6 easy payments of $19.99 on. And you want me to come over here and ruffle their feathers? I flip burgers. I don't flip people. It was crazy. Now I had one of them. I had to talk to him, and I tell men all the time, you got to get loud because somebody going to break it up. You're not going to fight that fight by yourself if you get loud. Just get loud. I wish you would put your hands on me and start looking around and make eye contact with somebody. It's crazy, ain't it? He think I'm soft. You like, I don't want to. But somebody going to break that up. And they say, well, what you want to do, dog? I got a little scared. I got scared. So I was like, look here real quick, man. I promise you, man, if you put your hands on me, man, I'm calling 911, man. I just came to watch Spider-Man, man. I ain't come here to be a part of no Ocean Hate fight, dog, man. Oh my God. And you start sweating here. I tell you, baby, go get the car real quick, man. Y'all, Minister Farrakhan wouldn't want us to be out here doing this, man. You know, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You start quoting, who you with, Christianity or Muslim? You get scared. I got scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not about to fight 5 people I ain't equipped. Fight 5 guys at a movie theater. I think that's the most you ever be honest with yourself. Like, oh no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I did not sign up for this.
I can't see y'all.
But I've never seen women more confident in their man when they're about to fight. You got it, baby. Go ahead. Show them you ain't playing. I'm like, yeah, it's over for us. What if I survive this? It's over for us. I don't get with women that overreact because you tend to overestimate our abilities. Because you're not about to be in the fight. It's just us. You on the sideline. You got it, King Ding-a-ling.
You ain't dating nobody from Detroit, child. Let me tell you, we join in the fight.
Y'all join in?
Oh, yes, we do.
That even make it worse. When you see your woman get kicked in the head and ain't nothing you can do, you like,
no.
When y'all both down there getting kicked,
we're not losing the fight. Detroit, no, we got blades. Okay?
Y'all got blades?
We got blades.
We both about to commit a real felony here. We cutting people? Somebody gonna bring a gun out? We dying tonight. You done bought the blade, baby. Not the blade.
Everybody got a gun, but
now we shooting? Oh Lord. See, some women don't know when to shoot. Some women have bad aim. Now I have seen a video where the girl did come out the car with a gun and she pulled out her skirt like cold with it, but yeah, some women got bad aim. I've been and got shot. Pow! God! Over there, cat! Oh Lord. She done hit my ribs. I told you to take gun training, but you too busy at the esthetician. Was it esthetician? You too busy getting your lashes. Some of these women don't need no guns because their eyelashes is covering their eyes. You can't even see past row 12 in the thread of your eyelashes. You over here talking about, where they at? Open your eyes. I got a whole.
Yeah, or when the wind blows.
You got your curtains.
I want another African proverb. I feel like you got plenty. I need an African proverb in my life.
Lord, my pops used to spit so many of them. I don't even know. If a dove flies, when a dove is told to fly, he is walking.
What?
Daddy, what that mean? It doesn't matter. That's what it means. Go live your life. He's like, oh, it's just the voice. 2 men walk into a bar. They should not be there. If a house doesn't have a loan, you bought the wrong property. 3 girls, 1 car in Las Vegas. It's two hosts. Figure which one it is and leave them. What? If you watch Marvel and DC at the same time, you're already lost. You can't choose.
What's your fat food? Changing gears. What's the food you're like, okay, I gotta have this, or I want to try it?
Nachos.
Really?
Rotel, beef,
That is the
cheese, nachos.
It's one of my favorite things.
That will extend the warranty on your back, on a big back, quicker than anything else. You know, I do that when I want to have like a meal that I haven't had in a long time. I'll go for nachos.
Yeah, we call them haystacks where I'm from.
Haystack, y'all make them differently too. We use like Rotel dip and melt it down. Y'all do like shredded cheese?
Shredded cheese. I do whole, half and half, and like heavy whipping cream. Like I'm extra. I'm really super extra in the kitchen, y'all. It's like my friends say I'm more gourmet, but I love haystacks. They're amazing. Put beans on them.
Oh wow.
But I grew up 7-day Adventist, so we were vegan. So that was like our treat, because you could you know eat your vegetarian meat on top of your vegan cheese. It was really good, and it was healthy.
Interesting.
Not interesting.
No, that is. You know what's crazy? I made like regular cheese dip, Rotel cheese dip, ground beef, Rotel for a girl from Detroit. Right? I made it for a girl from Detroit, and you know, she said, "This what you call nachos?" I was like, "Yeah," and I didn't know haystacks existed till she told me about it. So I was like, interesting.
Right. I got like 17 different things on there, and it's a meal. You're going to get all kind of vegetables too. But what I do with the cheese dip, because I don't really like Velveeta and that kind of stuff, I use cheese, regular cheese, but if you put a little bit of, I want to say it's either baking soda or lime or something, and it breaks down the, oh gosh, what is it called? The elastins in the cheese. Don't quote me on that. But you guys can look online and see how to make your own cheese sauce, so it looks like Velveeta.
You a whole chemist out here.
I'm just saying. But I cook. Like I grew up cooking, so
awesome.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
That's amazing.
What trend do you want to see go away?
The terrible songs. That's it.
The terrible songs?
I'm tired of like I said, I'm tired of homicide hymns and all that. It's time for a breath of fresh air music. Music where you actually care to uplift your community. Because we came up on people like MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, like you and I, DY, there's a unity. You know, that music come on. At 5 o'clock, people getting shot. Pop, 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 pop.
You should watch this documentary because it talks about when there was a change. It was like right at the end of 80s, beginning of 90s, where everything was really happy. And, you know, I walked down the street, walking to the, you know, it was really like that. And then all of a sudden just went to gangster rap. And it just went downhill from that.
Now, I do understand the shift now. But even when that came out, there was still a balance of it because you still had Public Enemy, talking about Fight the Power, some real great music. So there was always a balance of music. Now it's not. Not for our music.
No, it's not.
Like you're not going to hear that. You're not going to hear that in country music.
But is it really our music? Because we're not the ones who are really promoting it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It is our music, but it's not our distribution.
Yeah.
So they keep pushing those other people to the side. They shelf them. They don't put them on promotion tours with Drake. Drake has a record label. They get to have a say in who goes on his tour with him. That's an agreement upon the record companies. Like these are the people we want you to have on your tour. So if Sexy Red don't own her own publishings or masters or anything like that, they can put it on whatever they want. They can make that happen. But they could have made it happen for somebody else.
Wow.
But they didn't want to. Right now they don't want to see that. So, you know, ain't nobody promoting that. It ain't being promoted. It ain't being promoted in opera. If Figaro kill a Negro, he's a hero. You're not gonna hear that in country music. Keep running your mouth. I'm gonna come out to your house. Pop the trunk, get the AK, and blow your brains out. You're not gonna hear that. You're not gonna hear that in R&B. You know. 7 o'clock on the dot. I got my chop ready to shoot. Oh yeah. Wait till I come to your crib. I'm blasting you. You're not gonna hear that. So it's all violence is being promoted in the stuff that's the main thing that's getting everything. So
the last question that I have for you, it's the end. What do you hope God says to you?
I know what he gonna say to me. I did my part.
You think you did your part?
I did my part.
Are you sure?
I wake up every day. I go to sleep with it in my mind. You know, it's like what Deion Sanders is doing. Mm-hmm. Deion Sanders is truly in touch with God. Mm-hmm. Like when you start speaking from a place of I know how it's gonna be. You understand your purpose. Mm-hmm. It's very clear to you. I mean, don't get me wrong. You'll figure out more about it as you go along, but you got to commit to the first instructions that you have in order to see the bigger picture. Mm-hmm. You can't see the big picture without committing to the first instructions. Mm-hmm. So the rest of it, you're walking with faith, and he walked with faith. He didn't know what his going to Colorado was going to be, but he knew that he was given the instructions to go, and that's how I feel. I sleep with it every day. Wow. Before I go to sleep, I'm praying about it. Wow. I wake up, I'm praying about it. Wow. So I have clarity when I move. I move with purpose. Everywhere I do, everything I do, I move with purpose.
I love it.
And it doesn't have to come out the way I expect it to come out, but I know I'm going to be good regardless. I done made it up to this point. And everything that I've achieved, it's been a blessing. I didn't see where it was coming from. I didn't know. But I just know that as long as I enjoyed myself along the way, that it was going to be what was truly in my heart. So I know he'll be like, yeah, you did your job, because I'm going to listen to him 1,000%.
Well, I feel like you did your job overtime here today, y'all. It was nothing but laughter and crying. This is probably the most water that's come out of my eyes on any of these shows, but thank you for that.
Thank you.
Tell them where they can find you.
All right, look here. Let me tell you something.
In your Steve Harvey voice, please.
Yeah. If you're looking for Wellington Ojukwu, you can find him. You can find him on Instagrams. WELLINGTONOJUKW. On Facebook, Wellington JUKU. And don't forget to tell Marjorie that I said she a queen. You hear me? Stay out our business. That ain't y'all's. That's mine. I love that woman with all my heart.
I can't with this guy. Wellington, you have done an amazing job today. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. You did an incredible job.
Well, thank you.
You made this so... I'm sweating.
Easy. I'm literally, y'all, my sides are hurting because I've laughed.
There's chemistry to that.
I'm just saying.
I just learned something new. I'm about to go up and look.
I'm about to send this to you, too, so you can make your own. But, yeah. But thanks again to Wellington Ojukwu. Did I say it right?
Oh, you killed that.
Okay, thank you. I got a little experience with some Nigerians.
Yeah, there's Africans right now watching this like, that's what I'm talking about. They're going to come in my DM. So this Tony you are talking to, is she single? I'm like, I ain't from me. You know. Don't give me that.
It's in my DM too. So, but yeah.
You want to be a queen, don't you? I'm a queen already, but not official. You're God's queen, but you want to be my queen.
Hilarious. Well, guys, you saw where you can find him, but if you want to see more of this kind of content, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the above. And if you want to get in contact with us directly, make sure you reach out to us via email at info@smittyandtoni.com. Again, that's info@smittyandtoni.com. And until next time, guys, take care of one another.